it's time again for the season finale, the 10 episode wrap up. This is for episodes 11 through 20, starting with kind of my When Filmmakers Attack episode that I did on Halloween concerning Lawnmower Man and the Mangler. And with these two, the short stories win, hands down, because the Lawnmower Man movie has more in common with the story of Flowers for Algernon than with the story of the Lawnmower Man from Night Shift. And the Mangler was downright silly. Next, I did Orange is the New Black. And for that one, my vote is also for the book, because in the show, fans mostly disliked Piper, and also in the show, she doesn't seem to learn from her mistakes or better herself. And in fact, the most interesting and likable characters or hateable characters from the show aren't even real. Next was Hannibal Rising. And I'm going to call this one a almost tie, because the author of the book, Thomas Harris, handled the screenwriting and stuck pretty close to his own creation. But the reason why my vote is more for the book is because the book still has more depth regarding Hannibal Lecter's character development from a child to, the crazed cannibalistic killer that we all know as literature's most unbelievable villain. Next was The Stand, and this one, the book wins hands down, because it's huge. The details, the character development, and the storyline are so long and so detailed and perfectly timed out that it's just too much to successfully squeeze into a 4-hour, 4-episode miniseries. The Stand would actually make a really good multi-season miniseries. Next, I'm going to take on the True Blood ones that I did in, not exactly in order. I'm just going to hammer them all out right, in one statement. Seasons 1 through 3 were Dead Until Dark, Living Dead in Dallas, and Club Dead. And they all are a tie with True Blood seasons 1 through 3. Because while the books were wonderful, the HBO writers did very well with character and story development, which leaves us, wanting more and being curious about, the supporting characters, not just Sookie and Bill. After that was a really intense one, White Oleander, where we have the daughter of a very arrogant poet who thinks that because she counts herself among the echelon of the greats who came up with Roses Are Red, Violets Are Blue, and Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, then how dare this guy reject her? So she kills him. Our protagonist goes through a odyssey of foster care, leading to her own self-discovery and growth, and it was all too much to squeeze into a 2-hour or so movie. It's got so much more emotion and shocking realism in the book. Next was Lord of Illusions, and this time I'll say the movie wins, because it was redesigned into a really good movie from a good enough short story by its own author, Clive Barker. And he made some wonderful improvements. And then finally, The Mist. And this time, definitely, the book wins. The book is good, even though it's short, but the movie is just too brutal and tragic, and it's unnecessary. And the miniseries was just too boring to go beyond one season and just completely devoid of imagination. And that covers episodes 11 through 20 of Books to Movies. Now, coming up in my sort of third season, I'm in the middle of reading Band of Brothers. I haven't watched it yet. I'm also looking into Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and a few classics, including The Count of Monte Cristo and, what was that one? Scarlet Letter. And I'm going to do some more True Blood and get into the Game of Thrones novels. I'm looking forward to all of it. I hope you are too, and thank you for watching.